Hi, I'm Caitlin Brown,
And I'm Wayne Garrett.
and we're the artists behind Landscapes of the Imagination here at the Airdrie Public Library and Multi-Use Building.
Yeah, so our artwork, Landscapes of the Imagination, is a cloud of 50 hanging spheres in the atrium of the space. And inside each one is a miniature scene that represents somebody's favorite book from the Airdrie community.
And so people told us all kinds of stories. And some of the books are available in the library, and some are stories that were told from people's grandparents and parents. But each individual story was recreated inside a bubble that's flying up into the atrium of the building.
And the artwork overall is meant to kind of capture the places that you can travel to when you're reading books and visiting a library, but the connections between these spaces too.
So the way that we determined the books and stories that are in the domes is that we interviewed people in the community. So we set up a little booth at the Airdrie Public Library, the old location, and we interviewed people about their favorite books and stories. And then we asked them about the scene that they feel like was most kind of encompassing of that story. And they had to describe it in great detail, as if they were beaming their imagination into our minds. And then from those descriptions, we created the different scenes that are inside the bubbles.
Yeah, some scenes were easier to figure out how to render than others. And one thing that was kind of tricky is we don't have any characters in these scenes. So it's just the landscapes or the locations or something iconic from that book, but no people or almost no animals. There's a couple exceptions. And so some of them were good puzzles to figure out, how do I represent this book, in a way that's recognizable.
And then the way that we made them is that do you want to talk about it?
Sure, yeah. So we, using computer software, 3D modeled each of these scenes, and then they're 3D printed. And so after printing, we have to kind of assemble the pieces of the print, as well as some of them have like model foliage in them that isn't printed. So if you see kind of fluffy trees or anything like that, that has a bit of extra detail that we added after printing.
Yeah, so they were basically digitally sculpted and then recreated in three-dimensional, in the real world.
Yeah.
And then we added the chain and we added the crystals. And they're all kind of woven together in almost like synapses, where they have this like connection between all these stories. And if you look carefully, this is a bit of a secret. At the very bottom of the installation is a tiny model of the actual library, complete with the other artwork, which is why Adrian's sitting here soon, which is called From Earth to Sky. But it's so the origin is actually the library.
Yeah.